Yes.
And there's people like that, and
Mm-hmm.
now they look like they're
Mm-hmm.
just getting anybody to do that.
That's,
Well, that's all right. That's them, you know.
they don't know, maybe.
No, but uh, and it, well, I just say it probably takes a good hearted man to hold them positions,
Mm-hmm.
dedicated person, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and to know what he's getting into and all that. And me, I never did claim to be a good man and better than the rest of them or better than anybody. No, just a common man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I believe I was glad to listen to my father and mother when they talked to me. And I got this language
Yes.
and only time I try to use it now is when before I go to bed, sit here or go in my room and sit down and pray in Indian, you know,
Good.
and
Mm-hmm.
trying to keep my language together.
Mm-hmm.
And when I come to a word, I always know when I mispronounce it too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And after I get through with my prayer, I go chase that word down and
Mm-hmm.
sit there until,
Till it comes.
yeah, still
Mm-hmm.
begin to repeat it. No, don't sound just right. And I always know when it's right too, you know.
Yes.
But I know when it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Alec Matthews come here one time and he was wanting me to record a prayer in my language, you know, our language. And I don't know what got into that machine. Wouldn't work for him. Uh, Pounding around there and
Oh,
wouldn't
dear.
record, you know.
They do that
And
sometimes.
I said, well, brother, I said a lot of times too, I said, it's not meant to be that way. Uh, I remember one time that old lady Morgan, I had her she was in bed up there and she got that young dog dance, you know.
Yes.
She knows them songs and some of them, John and Delbert and I don't know who that, I don't Bill Morgan, I guess, got a tape recorder and in the other room there. They were trying to make her sing and she wouldn't do it. And she finally gave in and said, all right, so I'm going to start. Go ahead. So she started and they turned the machine on. Stopped and told him what. Started another one again. She made it look like clear through the ceremony, you know, telling them.
Mm.
And I don't know, some way they disconnected that,
Oh.
took it on out and
Mm-hmm.
they recorded it in another room. That thing wouldn't record,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even make a sound.
Oh, my.
And oh, them boys, I mean, the men was really discussing about it.
I can imagine.
And they told him, well, maybe this ain't meant for it to be that way, you know,
That's true.
because,
Mm-hmm.
and she went and told him, I said, I believe you men folks are up to some, want to make records out of it, then you're going to go and sell them and
Mm-hmm.
all like that, you know. And, but they never did record them,
I
I
see.
don't think.
Young dog dance songs.
Yeah, yeah,
Garland knew a lot of those songs.
yeah.
You know, Sam, we have back in 1948, he recorded.
Excuse me, I want to go.
Sir. Back in 1948, Garland's grandmother recorded all of the Peter Howie Rott songs,
Oh,
the family songs that
yeah,
belonged to her and her father, and Wichita and his songs.
yeah,
And the last year that Garland was living, we uh, he began to translate those songs into English,
uh-huh,
so people would understand what they meant. Because most of the young people don't understand the language. So he thought it would be good to put them into English so that these wonderful thoughts that those old songs have would be understood. And we did a lot of those. We got a lot of those songs translated. Would you like to hear some of them sometime?
Yeah.
Because they're real old songs. How was she related to your mother, Effie Blaine? Related to your mother?
I think so.
Do you have any idea how that was?
There was a relation,
Through.
me and the old lady,
Uh-huh.
and that's another relation I can't translate.
Mm-hmm.
And when my wife was leaving, I said, I'm going to tell you something. I said that Mrs. Blaine, the old lady, I said, Indian way, I said, she's my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's my daughter. And, oh, she'd do anything for me. I didn't have to ask her, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but that relation, he's the one who's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And she never would let me pass in front of her without stopping me and
Mm-hmm.
hugging me and
Oh, yeah.
telling me all this and that, you know, glad and see me up and around. That time I was active yet, you know,
Yes.
and but I never was told that relation. No, I would put it this way. Best way I could translate is like I got my daughter with me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's our first child and only child. Well, that's our child. We sure think the world of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she growed up and she got a mate. Pretty soon had a child, granddaughter. Well, looked like that my own daughter. Well, looked like I shoved her to one side, and I think more of my granddaughter.
Hmm.
It's another generation.
Yes.
How she growed up. As she growed up there, well, now she's got a little child. I'm a great grandfather
My.
today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I shaved her to one side. Excuse me. And I grabbed this little one here, and she's so dear to me, and
Yes.
it's my own, you know,
Yes.
flesh and blood. Well, that's just the way that seemed like it. That's the way that
Yes.
relation was with
Can I get you a drink, a cold water, Sam?
me.
Here, let me.
Her and my granddaughter to one side, and I think more of this great granddaughter. I don't mean I do, but it just
Feel closer to her.
yeah, to her,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that's my daughter and granddaughter, but this one over here seemed like that tops them all
Yes.
between them two, you know. And I still, of course, I love all of them there, but this one here, I think more of her,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not supposed to be that way either.
Isn't
And
that-
but in one sense, I'm always trying to tell it, you know.
Mhm.
And there's like my daughter there, Effie. She's got her children too. Thinks a lot of, but she put them to one side there and grabs me, you know.
Mhm.
And oh, I don't know. It's just a wonderful
Oh, I'm glad.
blessing
Yes.
in that man.
Well, apparently she was a wonderful woman. She was Garland, you know, she meant so much to Garland because she raised him. And he used to say that it was always hard for him to come to Pawnee and stay
Yeah.
here because he thought of his grandmother even years and years later.
Yeah.
And it was always hard for him to come here because this is where she was.
Well, that's the way it is, I guess.
Is your voice getting tired, Sam?
No, it's all
I
right.
don't want you to talk if it's getting
No,
tired.
it's all right.
Mhm. well, let's see. I wish I knew how we were related. I Garland told me once. I've got it somewhere, and I'll try and find it. That their grandfathers were brothers, Effie and your mother, or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Was your mother was a Chowee, wasn't she?
Yeah, when Marley kicked off and Peter went on,
Mm-hmm.
I guess her folks was
Mm-hmm.
father and mother or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But her married my father that is from out there. Well, she went that way too, you know.
Yeah, Chowee.
And my father went along with her over there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I come along there, well, I claim all of them too,
Mm-hmm.
except Skitty.
Yeah.
I don't have no relation over there, Skitty.
Mm-hmm. People still kind of, there's still a feeling between the bands, though. You know, the North band and the South
Oh, yeah,
band.
yeah.
They still joke about each other. I guess that'll be for a long time. When Garland was a little boy, he said he used to go to the bear dance and the buffalo dance. Did you ever attend any of those when you were little with your father?
Oh, I just been there about all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like that a kid.
Yeah.
When it's like at the roundhouse here, well, they have a war dance, well, there's always little kids outside, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they grow up, they say, well, I remember when they had a dance in there, and had a war dance, and that's about all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the way I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go in to look on and,
Learn.
yeah, learn it.
Mm-hmm.
But look in the doorway to see how they're dancing and go on and play, that is all.
Mm-hmm.
But far as taking part, no, I don't know. Come in. Hi, boys and girls.
Hi there. Let me move my phone.
These are my grandchildren on my nephew's side.
I'm Martha Blaine.
You awake?
Alright.
Hi there.
We've been up since 8:30. They came and woke us up. Hey, you want some rations?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we woke him up. He said,
That one said I'm gonna go down there and get my ration first, then I'll wake up. You
this
awake?
guy says, no, I'm 17 or something. He was still dreaming.
Oh,
That's my oldest nephew's
oldest nephew. What's her
Uh,
last name?
left hand.
Left hand.
That's French's nephew and niece. Niece is there.
Where's Frank at?
He went down get rations too again.
We ain't seen him.
I see his pants.
We didn't even see him last night.
Oh yeah, we seen
He
that
was out
potato
the
stand.
he was out the drum last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
after
he was.
singing.
Yeah.
I thought he was out there. I told
Sure.
him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got a new water boy this year, Grandpa.
That's what I
Got
heard.
two of 'em.
Yeah, that's what we was looking for him first.
Yeah. Francis.
He's in the bucket, but the wrong man. Yeah, he came up here and after he come back next year, he said, well, Dad, I got good news. Sure enough. He said, they got a new water boy. I'm glad, you know.
How old is Francis
Yeah.
now? How old is Francis?
Probably 34.
Oh, I can't believe it. I knew him when he was.
I'm 25.
Oh, I can't believe it.
You know what?
Well, you ought to.
Why?
You
Yeah.
probably remember me.
Yeah, I've been around. I was married to Garland Blaine, and we were talking about Effie Blaine, his mother, and my husband's grandmother were related. And
Grandpa, you gonna dance today?
I'm going down there, but I don't know about dancing. Might get run over.
not ready. I won't run
It
over
ain't
you,
raining.
Sam.
I don't know. Last time I was gonna dance, I come down here, knocked
Yeah.
on the door, beat on the door, went to the back door, knocked on it, Grandpa, you alright? Never heard nothing. I looked in all the windows. So I went down the roundhouse and looked in there, didn't see him. And I asked Dwayne Pratt, I said, you see my grandpa? And he says, no. I said, wait a minute. He says, would Sam Young please stand up or wave his hand? He's got a lost grandson.
Oh,
And
Dwayne.
Tommy Evans says, oh, he's sitting over at Joanne's house and trailer across the road. I
Yeah.
walked over and he's in there all dressed up, ready to go.
Oh, that away.
Joanne said that when she came and got him, he was dancing, he was all dressed and he had everything on.
I got ready here and Joanne took me over.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find it wasn't funny either then. I was standing right there and I was fixing my beads and got them on,
Yeah.
straighten them out. I don't know what I'd done. I broke that string. Boy, them beads went all over the floor there. And I went in there, got my broom and began to pick them up. And then I had fixed it. And I got to string them up yet. No, they want me to come down there for a few minutes down to the campground, down to the arena,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know whether they're dance or not.
Boy.
Might get stampede.
Oh, Sam, we'll take care of you. We'll make a circle around
Yeah,
you.
these parts don't dance good either.
Oh, I still miss a step all the time. You know, I noticed last night, it used to be that when people danced, you know, everybody was in step, Sam. Now that isn't like that anymore. You know, some people are on the right foot or their left foot. You know, I used to try so hard to be on the right foot with everybody else.
Yeah.
Now it don't make any difference. Well, I guess things are...
Was them little boys that was dancing last night?
Oh, yeah.
They're getting better.
Oh, aren't they though? Oh, aren't they though? Yeah.
That was a little bitty one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was so
Well, he
tiny.
was real little.
I wonder who
About
that was.
3, 4 years old, and boy, he was really dancing.
Mhm. That's a good thing too, you know.
That's one of them, you know, old man Moore. I can't think of his
He-
Moore's dad.
Sidney Moore,
Sydney.
the
That's
old
one of
man.
his great grandsons.
Oh, they ought to be good. They ought to be good dancers. That whole family's been dancing for years.
How are people?
Mm-hmm. Sydney Moore's great grandson.
Where do you all live? You live here?
I live over here. They live in Morrison.
We live in Morris.
Morrison.
I'm the lumberyard man.
Oh, you work hard then. This is hot weather to be in the lumber business, isn't it?
Oh, but we're busy all the time.
I know it. Do you have to load it, or do you work in the office, or
I do everything.
everything over here?
Work in the office and
Good.
outside and deliver and
Mm-hmm. What's your
wait on
first name
customers.
again?
Pardon?
What's your first name again?
Tim.
Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Tim left hand. Is that right? Okay, I'll try not to forget. People can't. Who is that lady next door?
I don't know, some different ones in
Uh-oh.
No.
Sam. You
What's
said you
that?
got a girlfriend next door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you admit it. You admit it.
I was telling them, other Joe Chanel's and them there, you know, they're my granddaughter, they always teasing me. And, I knew that them, I went to work and we made a door right in her room, in my room. Made a big door, you know, I just go back and forth, you know. And,
She believed you.
oh, yeah. I see now. They used to sit on the porch, but now
Yeah.
walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good to me. I used to work with them when I was chopping cotton, picking cotton, them days, you know. And she lost her husband, 2-3 years before I lost my wife.
Oh, dear.
And when I moved in down here, well, she was out there planting flowers, and she raised up and she said, do I know you? And when she started talking, I recognized that voice. I told her, you're Mrs. May. She said, yeah. I said, you moving down there? I told her, yeah. So we knew each other when I moved down here.
Well, that's nice, Vicky.
And she sure could to me.
Somebody to
Yeah.
talk to, and
Every now and then, well, she can walk over here, but she would call me on the phone.
just right there.
Yeah. Sam, I got something for you to eat. Go in and have a platter and just a lot of stuff on there. Come in, sit down, and put it down here, eat my dinner, take her tray back.
That's good. That's nice.
She would make me a big pan of cornbread too, Come on over and get it. Go down there and all day I'm full of cornbread.
God.
Corn fed.
Cornbread. Mm.
Well, I'd rather have, I mean, she's all right, but rather to have some fun that's drinking,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
crowding around like that.
Or being nosy.
Cause a
Or,
lot of trouble.
yeah, that's nice. Are
So
you
you guys
here?
got your ration, huh?
Mhm.
What'd they give you?
We got a arm roast, canned grease, canned baking powder, 5 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of sugar, and coffee.
Why don't you bring it? When it's dinner time,
Yeah, we ate early.
Phyllis. You can barbecue some meat.
Mm-hmm.
Only meat that's getting cooked at our house. That's what I'm
Timmy, give me an idea about, I'm trying to, get about 3 1x10. 3 1x10, make me a table.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I have to have table fours too, for legs, make a table. I'm planning on having a prayer meeting down here probably next week after the powwow.
Okay.
And, I thought I'd just set the table outside there.
Mhm.
Out back,
Yeah, in
you
the
need a
back
big
there.
table.
And a couple of benches. I've got plenty of chairs though.
Listen, we came to ask you if you had any lawn chairs we bought.
After the supper, then we'll come in for a prayer meeting. There's one man that I really feel bad for him there. You probably see him, and then one of my horse, Taylor.
Oh, yes.
He looks bad.
Oh, he looks awful, Sam.
I don't know if I see him.
I couldn't believe it when I saw him yesterday. He's changed so much.
Monday or Tuesday I went over there and, he looked like he was, well, I kind of know his condition too, but then about 2 days afterward, sitting there eating my dinner, he was getting his tray, going to the table there, and gosh, he looked like he lost 20, 30 pounds
Yeah.
overnight. Comedian.
Does he have diabetes?
No, he's got arthritis.
Oh, God. He's a close relative
And
to me.
he's been promising to go to the doctor or somebody, not around here, but maybe Stillwater, go down and get a checkup. But it makes me feel like he's afraid that he might find something else and it's going to scare him out.
Yeah, right.
And that's the thought I have. I hope it ain't that way though, but so I just thought, well, I'll leave. I just gather some church people and pray for him like that when they invite some of them bunkers come down.
When are you going to do that, Sam?
Well, I'm
You know?
leaving it up to him
Uh-huh.
when to set the date, make it convenient for himself.
Mm-hmm.
I might just say Tuesday night, he might say, I gotta go to Kansas, I gotta go
Mm-hmm.
from his boys' plan. But I could have had it right away too, but I learned that it's good to let them know ahead of time.
Yeah.
That way they kind of work up to it and
Yes.
be prepared for it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of promised that when I was in the hospital, not only doing them things, but like I was talking, you know, about trying to help people in ways, you know. I get a lot of phone calls, people in broken up homes,
Oh.
and somebody going to the hospital, somebody gonna get operated on, somebody got thrown in
Mm-hmm.
and got in trouble. That's every day,
Oh.
you know. And I say it's bad enough when a couple ain't got no children, but when there's children involved, and you know, that really makes it
That's
bad.
bad.
The world's getting awful,
Oh, I know it.
getting out of hand.
So much problem. Mm.
So, Grandpa, do you have any chairs? Do you have any lawn chairs we can borrow?
Here's one right there. You want them hard chairs?
It don't
You say
matter.
chairs?
You said a chair or two.
Look at that closet there, going outside to your right there, that door
Yeah.
there.
I remember.
Some folding chairs in there.
We was looking for Uncle Ted last night, couldn't see him nowhere. Was he here?
No?
Thought he said he was here.
Did you say that Ted was already here? I thought you said.
No. I don't know whether
Thought I
they're,
asked you.
I don't know whether they're coming or not.
Fancy stuff there, fancy stuff there.
Who's at the drum?
Oh, yeah.
You're sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
We could, my Aunt Vi lives out there on Beck Drive, and they have the 49 just real close there, and all night long you can hear the drums. This thing right up 7 o'clock this morning. Were you there?
Huh?
Were you out there? Were ya?
No,
I don't know there.
about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Lost his glasses.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't know where they are. Someone must have stolen from me.
So you're having trouble seeing that, huh? You want to use mine? Could I?
I'm blind, but I don't care. Machine.
Who was doing the singing?
I don't know.
I don't know nobody.
Were they punkers or?
I don't know anybody over here.
Oh.
There was some people from Concord that started it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then later on, I don't know, because they quit and they got the car and left and somebody
Better
else.
mark my chair. Find something,
Yeah, I've got them in.
mark them. When you bring them back, they won't be the same one.
We'll get you, we'll trade them.
Get them
the
better
good
ones.
Get better ones then.
Oh, my.
Grandpa, we gotta come get you.
You're gonna be late for the parade.
What time is the
Mhm.
parade?
Well,
12. Are you going to the parade, Sam?
No, no, no.
we gotta come get you. If we don't see you this evening, we gotta come get you at 10. Go to Mama wants you. I think he's gonna be at the house, at her house at 10.
No, she wants you to get him.
Tomorrow?
Get.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know what she cooking.
I don't know.
Rolls?
Chicken and
Probably bologna and cheese.
meatloaf.
Bologna, cheese, and macaroni and tomatoes.
Mm.
What?
Sounds good.
I've moved away from home now. I
Yeah,
have
it's
macaroni
good.
and tomatoes.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
You're living on your Well, I'm
We'll
glad,
see you. It's
glad
nice
to
to
see
meet
you.
you.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see you down at the
I've been
ground.
Pawnee all the time.
Okay, Tam.
Yeah,
Well,
live
I'm
over
glad
here.
to have met you.
We'll see you
Again.
later, Grandpa.
All right.
Bye, Grandpa.
Hey, if you're going out there, we can come back later and get you. Come on.
Check.
Check.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. I'm not sure you're gonna drive down there.
No, you won't, it's too
How
far.
much is driving the arena?
Why not, Sam? Start a
Yeah,
new.
yeah, I am.
Here I am, drive around
Yeah.
the arena and wave
Yeah.
at people. I'll say, who is that?
Oh. I might think it's Reagan.
Sam Reagan Young. What do you think of Reagan?
Oh, I don't think too much of him.
No.
Don't even like to. He ain't done nothing to me, but I don't know. I just don't care to listen to him or walk.
Mhm. Well, the Indian programs have been reduced, the
Yeah.
monies. So that's one thing.
Meditation like that. And
Just talk and talk and talk.
and
Mhm.
I used to go in a cafe and somebody would sit down with me and, well, how are you? Nod my head, good. What's the
Yeah.
matter? Prayer meetings and, oh, I love to sing.
Oh, I know.
And that got away from it. I just sit there and just broken hearted like,
Of course.
and just pray in my mind that God give me that talent He gave me.
I've heard there's witchcraft. I've heard there's more and more of it.
Somebody was telling me the other day, I was at the dinner. Do you believe it? I told him, yeah, I believe it. I said, when I was living up with my daughter, I was sitting in a chair like watching TV, and when I turned it off, turned the radio off too, and some of those yard lights stayed on all night.
Mm-hmm.
Just good as days is like this. Good as daylight to me, and sitting there, and I couldn't talk, and I kept sitting there, and kept sitting there. And I wasn't sleeping. Kept sitting there, and oh gosh, I don't know how long I sat. First thing I got the urge, I wanted to pray,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to praying. I got my mind set, sitting there praying my mind, and my thoughts were, Lord, if I ever get my speech back, I'm going to go out and tell the world about it, what you've done for me. I'm not going to take no medicine. I'm not going to go get operated for that.